What you're looking at here in these photos that I'm going to show you is the time my stomach tore open. So when I first initially started dialysis, I needed emergency dialysis. Like it got to a point where the kidney disease accelerated at such a rapid pace, I got sick and I ended up hospitalized. They needed to get me on emergency dialysis as fast as possible. So the PD catheter was the best route to go, even though I initially did not want the PD catheter. But because of the urgency of what I needed at the time, they put the catheter in because this wasn't ready yet. This is a graft, but my graft wasn't ready yet. Like it was just, it was before I even got the graft, the PD catheter. I got it before I even got the graft. I got the graft as I was getting the graft put in. So I had the first one and it was working okay, even though it made me tremendously sad to see this tube sticking out of my guts. I didn't want the PD catheter. I wasn't interested in that. And over time, it worked just fine. And then it stopped. All of a sudden, one day, it just stopped working. They put the fluid in me and then could not get the fluid back out. Eventually, as I'm like packed with fluid, I'm just like, I feel like a balloon. Eventually, they gradually managed to get the fluid out of my body. They removed that first catheter. Then they put in another one. Start using it. Everything's going fine. Bam. Same problem. Catheter stopped working. Just all of a sudden. Same exact thing. Put the fluid in. Couldn't get it back out. But because the wounds were so fresh from that previous surgery, they had to make an incision in my belly button with the first catheter, and they had to do the same thing with the second catheter. So because the wounds were still fresh from that first one, there was leakage. So with fluid, if you trap fluid in like an enclosed space, it's going to exit whatever opening it can get, whatever opening it can push its way out of. That's the way it's gonna go. So the belly button was the structural weakness of my stomach at that time. And it started with one night I went to bed and I woke up and my pants were wet. And I'm thinking, like, did I just like piss myself and not realize that's what happened? So I get up, I wash myself off, I change my pants, go back to sleep, wake up again, leakage again. So I'm like, no, this is not like it didn't smell like urine. You know what I mean? So I'm like, well, okay, it can't be urine. So like, what's happening here? So I sit up on the edge of the bed, and I couldn't even believe it when it was happening that there was this little drip coming out of my belly button. Drip, 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 drip. And I get up and I go in the bathroom and it's like dripping on the floor. So I pack myself up and I get to the emergency room as fast as possible because I don't know what's happening. Right? I get to the emergency room. I'm in the ER lobby and it's just pouring out of my stomach. The fluid is just pouring down onto the floor. So they get me into emergency surgery, and I'm like, well, and they ask me like, well, what do you want to do? And I'm like, never again. By this point, the my graft was in, so I was like, look, just take it out. I don't ever want to do this again, ever again. So they removed the catheter. They got the fluid out. They removed the catheter. They stitched it up, and they put in one of the chest catheters. They put in one of those. And that's what I used until my arm was ready for me to do hemodialysis. And that is the story of the time my stomach tore open from a PD catheter.